welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormock and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we are going to look at this lovely paper. It's got very large, bold flowers on it. And it is from the Peaceful Poppies Designer Series paper. I will put a link down to my shop where you can actually get hold of this paper. And we are going to use the Daisy Punch. Now, the Daisy Punch is an absolutely lovely punch. It goes with the Daisy Delight stamp set, which has been around a while, but is really lovely. And you can stamp this image and then punch it out and make all sorts of flowers and things. If you look back on previous videos I've done quite a lot with this when it first came out. However, it works beautifully with this lovely paper. So what we need to do is we need to put it in, and I don't know whether, oh, I'm going to need to cut this just a little bit, aren't I? Can I get one down on here? Maybe. Yes, I can. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to line up the center of that poppy into the center of the Daisy Punch so that that black center comes right in the middle. So don't look at anything apart from the center of that poppy, and then we're going to cut that out. So let me just slide that across on here. And then we need to do another one. So again, we want to have it lined up in the center. Will that go that way? No, it won't. I might have to cut them down just a little bit. I'm just seeing if I can put one in without, no. So I'm going to just cut the bottom pieces of, I don't want to destroy these because I'm going to use these pieces for something else, but I want to be able to just get round so I can punch it out nicely. And I'm going to take it just around the bottom because I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. But it's a lovely way of creating. Do it from there. I can leave that bit hanging on for now. So, oops, get my antique scissors out of the way. Okay, so again, we're looking at it in here, and it's got to be absolutely in the center. So, looking to see where the center is. And then punching it. And then very carefully getting the punch out. Okay, and you can see you can make two, so that one, two, potentially three out of one sheet, and then use the other bits for something else, which is, say, I'm working on some other ideas, but this then allows you to put one over the top. Whoops. And they come exactly in the center and look absolutely beautiful. I think that way round. And you can obviously take it whichever way round you want. So you can have it that way, or you can have it that way. I'm going to have it this way. So we just need to put a little bit of wet glue in the center. At the moment we're posting, or I don't know about you, I'm posting cards a lot more to all sorts of family and things around the world that are needing a little bit of extra support at the moment. And so it's quite nice to do cards which haven't got too many layers, because postage, we need to keep it at its minimum. So this, we need to just line it up so that it comes in between, so it's offset. So if you just, that's why wet glue sometimes is quite good, because it means that you can wiggle it around so that it goes exactly where you want it. So I want that slap bang in on the center like that. And then I can just rotate it round so it's where I want it. Now we'll just put that to one side for it to the glue to set, because wet glue obviously just takes a little moment to go off completely and I don't want to wriggle it. Then we're going to work on, I'm going to mount this on a circle, and this is the stitched frames, so sorry, the stitched shapes. Now these, again, we've had these quite a while, but I use them again and again and again. I'll put a link down so if you want them you can get them. So we have circles, 4 of. We have ovals, 4 of, and we've got squares, 4 of. And they are perfect for, as I say, all sorts of things. I use them for my masks. I use them for my stencils. I use them for shapes. So really good investment, this one. So we're going to put the flower onto there. And then we're just going to take our normal sort of card blank that we would put. I don't put measurements because international is very different from UK. And you all know what card fits inside your blanks because you can use different sizes depending where you are. You can use bigger ones, smaller ones. There you go. So we are going to go to the painted poppies as we use the poppies in the paper. And we are using my favourite splodge, splatter, whatever you want to call it. As I say, I'm using this, as you know, all the time to do backgrounds and things with, and it works beautifully. So I think that might be a bit of a large block. Let's take a smaller one on here. Yes, that'll fit perfectly. So I'm just putting it across on there like that. And then colour wise, we need to match up the sort of colours in here. So there's the colours are on the back, and I will tell you the colours, but I don't always use the colours that they choose because I don't have all of the ink pads. So we have Basic Black, Blackberry Bliss, Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Flirty Flamingo, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, Rich Raspberry, Whisper White. So on these ones, I would say we've got a bit of Rich Raspberry. So let's take some of that out. And what else have we got? Flirty Flamingo, a bit pink for me. Calypso Coral, yeah, that might look quite nice. Let's get some Calypso Coral out. Yes, those two will work nicely. And I might take a little bit of crushed curry, actually. So let's have a look at... Have I got crushed curry? Yes. Let's have a look at those ones. Those, I think, will work nicely. And let's put that out of the way so I don't get it everywhere. Put my little flower out of the way as well so I don't get that everywhere. And this is where, as I say, it's absolutely lovely, these... splatters I used when and I keep telling you, Gorgeous Grunge was around. I was using it all the time. You know, I didn't use for all of my backgrounds. That's what I'd use. Sorry, I was just getting my Simply chamois so I would be able to clean it up. So I think I'm going to go dark first and dark to light, purely because I want to see where I'm going. Now this one I think is quite pale. It's quite an old one, which I do re-ink, but re-inkers are a little bit short at the moment. So let's put one on there and one on there and turn that one round, put one down on there. Do I want any more than that? No, I think that'll do with those. We'll have 3 of those. We might put a bit of Highland Heather in there as well, actually. Just sort of building up a fun background with colours. So that was Rich Raspberry. Then we're going to use Calypso Coral. So let's put Calypso Coral down. I think I inked that fairly recently, so that might be a bit more juicy. Put that over the top. Oh yes, that's quite nice, isn't it? Let's put it down there. I'll have another one down in there. Okay, so I'm doing them in threes at the moment. I may well change my mind as I go through, because for me it's very much about just sort of building it up as you go and seeing what works. The nice thing with the splat is that you can always add a little bit more or a little bit less depending how you feel. So this is the Calypso Coral. I'm going to put it right in between them both. Yes, that's quite nice. And maybe one there, so it's off. And I'm going to take that over the orange in that corner like that. Okay, so that's those. I'm not doing too much in the centre because that's going to be covered. And then I really fancy just adding some Highland Heather in there, I think, because I want to build that up a bit. So Highland Heather. And you can see I have all different styles of ink pads. The good thing is that you can buy ink refills and you can use your ink pads whatever style you've got. So if you're starting out, you will have ones like this, which is this style. If you've been with us quite a while, I know that my customers have all three different types, as I do. And I'm overlapping these ones because I want that sort of extra pop of colour in there. And we can do a double splat like that. So I think that's going to be about right for that. So yes, these are the new style, or the ones that you buy now, which are that size and shape. Then we had these ones, which are the push over the top and flip. And they are, again, a foamy sort of pad. And then you go back to the really old ones, which I have some of these, the Rich Raspberry, which are the linen pads. And they all still work absolutely fine. It's one of the things about the quality, because you can buy the ink refills, they will last you forever. Which, as I say, I think is great. It's one of the reasons that I really have always liked Stampin' Up, is that their products just last and last and last and last. And that's what you want. You want things that you can use again and again and again. And when I say that I've been using some of these for 7 years and they're still going strong, apart from needing the ink refills, which, you know, you can get quite easily, that's perfect for me. Okay, so we are now going to, let's put this little one, whoops. Yes, that'll work. So we're going to take this one and put it, I might put it on with just a little dimensional in the centre there, actually, because I know I was saying about postage. If you are worried about postage, then just put it on with wet glue. But I think I am going to, says me looking at getting my little pieces out. You can't see what I'm doing. I have a little box that has all my current embellishments and a pack of dimensionals in on there, so it means that I don't lose it. As you know, I was always scrabbling around trying to find them, and now I can find them quite easily. Okay, so we're going to put this on the back of here, and I think I'm just going to put one straight in the centre, because I don't think you need much more than that, because I don't want it on the leaves, because I want the leaves to be, or the petals, I want the petals to do their own thing. So just pop that in on the centre, and that gives us our beautiful piece. And then we can just put that in the centre there. And what colour am I going to do? Don't know. Let's have a look and see what I've got. Oh, I've got some Highland Heather here, haven't I? Got some Highland Heather. I always have a few bases. They've been going down quite quickly because I did my last class a week ago, and for a while anyway, and oh, there's a, I knew I had cut one. That'll do, won't it? Yes, I'd taken a piece out of the centre of it, but I think because I've got the purple or the Highland Heather, it might look quite nice on there, because you've got that on the background and that in the centre. Yeah, I quite like that. I'm going to move this out of the way so that you can see it a little bit better. So we've got that one with the Highland Heather, and that does sort of just bring those colours to the front. I'm not putting sentiments on it at the moment. You can choose whatever you want, whatever suits the occasion that you're going to use it for. This is one that I did earlier on, and I did this one with same sort of background. It's got the rich raspberry at the back, and this one I did it with the Poppy Parade and the rich raspberry and the Highland Heather on there, so you get a different feel on there. And if you don't want to do the backgrounds and you don't want to use, or you haven't got this stamp set, then you can always cut a piece of matching paper from the, I have to read it out again, my brain doesn't tell me, but we have in here, if I go to, this is the one that we've just used, the papers in here are absolutely lovely. So you've got all sorts of different designs that would actually go with this and coordinate in with it. So I've got a piece here which is, it's got nice blue on the back as well, which again would look nice. And what you can do is, so let's take the background off of here and just put on a, oh, they both come off together. I've just cut a piece of the designer series paper, and then you can put that one in the, whoa, that one's not stuck on either. But you can put that in the centre like that. Put your sentimental on the bottom, and you've got another look as well. So various different ideas of working with it. I do like using the splatter from the Painted Poppies stamp set, and as I say, both of those I really like the way, just by using different colours, it brings the different coloured tones out of the poppy. So another idea for you, using a slightly different, rather than using dies and things, just using that punch, which is the daisy punch here, and finding a nice way of doing a pretty card. So thank you so much for watching me. Do look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.